Yo, what's up, guys? Sitting here in the truck with my buddy Johnny, we call him. You might see a lot of snow outside here, and that's just because I'm in New York right now, and we just got done doing some sledding. Right. So not sleigh riding. Actually, we're towing a sled behind us here. I'm gonna try to get rid of that sun there. Man, that sun is bright, but it's not that warm out. Anyway, so I just want to jump in here real quick. We were having a conversation on the ride up here about luck. And, John, you guys don't know John, but John's a good friend of mine. Actually, his cousin is my wife's cousin. My wife's cousin. My wife is your wife's cousin? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So that's how it goes. So I decided to come up here and hang out for a couple days and go snowmobiling back to my hometown. And, John's he's been in the pest control business now for, how long you been in the business now for, John?
32 years.
32 years.
Worked for someone for half of it.
Yeah, so he worked for a company for about, what would you say about it? Was it 18 years? Yeah. 18 years, and then through some things, ended up buying the company, and now he's the owner of the company. And there's definitely people that look at him, or anyone, they could look at me, or anyone that's been somewhat successful and say, yeah, you just got lucky. Kind of fell in your lap. Yeah, what? It fell in your lap, right? Yeah, well, here's the deal. And here's my thoughts on luck. And the reason why I wanted to really talk about this here today was because I don't believe in luck. I believe luck can happen if you've actually did something that can allow luck to even happen. But is it really luck if you really think about it? Because if you didn't do that one thing, you never would have had the opportunity. So, for an example, John went to work every single day for 18 plus years. He built a relationship with his boss, and he learned the industry, and he
always had a passion to want to own my own place.
Yeah, you wanted to always own your own place. We were also talking about entrepreneurship. John and I were talking about that today and stuff, and not everyone's built for entrepreneurship. But, when you think about it, if he never went and started working for that company, he never would have learned a trade, and then he never would have had the opportunity, the luck, as people would say, to own his own business. Now he's, the owner of his own business. He's got several employees, very successful. But some people, people that he knows and people that on the outside looking in would say, oh, you just got lucky. And so I really want to clear that right now, kind of get that out of the way. If you want a result, you need to do something. You guys hear me say all the time, you need to take action. You need to actually do something, and you need to show up consistently. And it doesn't just happen because you went and you put in your lottery numbers for the week or whatever, and you're like, oh, I got lucky. That's technically lucky. But even at that, if you didn't buy a scratch-off ticket, you couldn't have been lucky into winning the scratch-off ticket. Now, I'm not saying go out there and buy a whole bunch of scratch-off tickets, because I'm not a big fan of that. I think if you go out there and if you work hard enough, you're able to then have those opportunities kind of fall your way and really come your way. I'll give you another example. So, going back to, things that I've done in the past, my wife and I have owned a photography business in the past, and it was very successful, but it didn't start out successful. And some people would say, oh, you're so lucky, you got lucky because you had this successful photography business. No, we actually took a chance, took a risk, and worked our butt off to build up our clientele until it was successful. And it wasn't successful the entire time, but we learned a ton through that process. So that's one example. Another example, a lot of you know that are following even just this channel, I've started a podcast. Well, I started that podcast because I wanted to help people, knowing that if I help people, good things would follow. Well, you can say, Scott, you got lucky. You got a podcast and people watch you and you listen to you. Well, the answer to that, or the thing I want to really demonstrate here, is if I never started that, it never would have been able to be successful. And, without having that, that opportunity come my way, because I didn't do anything. So my point is this, and this is what I wanted to share with you as we were coming home here. And I said to John, because he was saying there was times that I was lucky. And I'm like, no, it's not. You weren't lucky. You were given these opportunities because you did something, and call it fate, call it whatever it is, but you actually did the work. Like, you put in the work. If you didn't put in the 18 years of work, you never would have had that opportunity come your way. Now, could something else have happened? Of course. But that's not what we're talking about. Man, it is really bright. You guys got to check this out, though. This is where we are right now. Look at all that snow. It's like glistening off the.
hell did you move?
Why did I come back? No. Why didn't I move here? Back here. Why did I leave?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's cold.
Yeah, right.
Today was nice, though. Today was nice. We had a good day snowmobiling. Really good day. But back to my point. So if you're starting your business right now, or you're struggling with your business right now, I can almost promise you that if you keep at it, if you keep pushing, if you don't give up, things will happen. You will learn from that experience. You'll learn a skill. You'll learn the process, as I've always said before, and you guys hear me say that all the time. Learn the process. And I mean, John's learned the process, right? He's learned what it takes to build a brick and mortar business, a company, how to deal with employees. And because of that, it's paid him off pretty well. And, is he still building the business? Of course. Is there always going to be struggles? Yes. But, he chooses to be his own boss, and, he got the opportunity to own his own company, and here he is. And, was it an easy road? No. But, the opportunity's there because you actually did something. So you guys know that I talk a lot about the process and how to find your market and how to find your sub-markets and how to find your products and how to do all of the stuff to build a successful business. Well, I'm going to put a little shameless plug in here. Ecombizbook.com. That's how you'll find that entire process, the process that I follow. And if you really want to get right down to it, the same process that this guy has followed and doesn't even really know it all the time, found the market, found the sub-market. We were just talking about a sub-market today, about and you've seen a little bit of a sub-market in the pest control business, which was organic pest control, right? So not just serving the market of, just pest control. And so it's like finding that sub-market, and we can go down a whole bunch of different verticals in pest control, but we won't right now. But the thing is you have to find the market, you have to get the attention in the market, and then from there you have to build up a loyal customer base and have good customer service and all of that stuff that it takes to build a successful business. A lot of you were talking about how to build an online successful business, and it still comes down to those principles: finding the market, finding the sub-markets, then from there finding products that they want, that they need, and then getting their attention. And we can do that in a variety of different ways, whether that's building your email list, whether that's creating a YouTube channel, whether that's building a blog and getting traffic. Any of that stuff is going to help you to really get the attention, and then from there build a business and a brand. All right, so luck, to me, you can say it exists. I don't think it exists. I think it's opportunity, and opportunities happen because you actually do something. So I want you to think about that. Is it luck, or is it opportunity because you did something and then you were there at the right time because you actually put yourself out there? I think it's that, myself personally. Let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on luck. Are you guys a believer in luck? Or are you a believer in the luck will happen if you create opportunities for the luck to appear? All right, so drop in the comments. Do me a favor, share this, like it, do whatever you do on Facebook or YouTube to give it a little love. Let other people know about it. And this way here, we can help some more people get out of their own way and create some businesses out there so they can do some fun things like I'm doing right here, right now. I didn't have to tell my boss, John. John, did you tell your boss that you were going to take today off?
My wife and me?
Oh yeah, your wife. You had to tell your wife. Make sure you don't schedule any appointments for me today because I'm not going to be there.
Right.
So we want to make sure that we can be our own bosses. And maybe you do, maybe you don't. You might find out that once you get going down this entrepreneurial road, maybe it's not for you, and that's okay. But figure that out. But to me, we were talking at lunch today. I couldn't work for anyone else. It just doesn't appeal to me because I want to be able to do stuff like this when I want to do it, and I want to be able to go out there and create the life that I want to create for myself and my family. So that's it in a nutshell. So guys, if you want the process that I use every single time going through this process, head over to ecombizbook.com. You'll get all the details there. Yes, you will buy me one of these, a cup of coffee, if you grab the book. But I'm telling you right now, it'll give you everything that you need to go through that process and validate your market, and then figure out what the market wants by products, how to get the attention, and all of that stuff. All right, guys, so that's it. That's going to wrap it up. Go check it out, ecombizbook.com. And we'll see you guys in the next Facebook Live, which will probably be tomorrow. And it might be on another trail that we'll be heading. Where are we going tomorrow? We're going to Sacandaga Lake. Yeah.